Hi, it's your Coach Joe Lucas, and welcome to November, right? Here we are, November 1st, and tick, 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 right? The 2017 year is fast disappearing. What I want to talk to you about today is I've spent the last couple weeks, last week, just shooting video and getting things organized. And what I have in my hand, and we're not pitching today, so don't worry about that, is my new strategic planning process for financial advisors. And one of the things I was thinking about, putting this all together is there's a lot of very interesting questions, right? Very important questions that we all need to ask ourselves. And I thought this morning it'd be really good to kind of share with you one of the questions, and let's talk a little bit about it. Okay, so let me ask you this. Why did you become a financial advisor or an insurance professional or a financial planner or a money manager or whatever it is that you identify with, right? Why did you do it? Why are you here, right? And when I think back to even my work, right, as a coach, back in the early 90s, quite frankly, there was no such thing as coaching, definitely no such thing as coaching for financial advisors or business coaching. The bottom line is I just wanted to help people. I wanted to help people become more successful. And it just so happened that, at that time when I was affiliated with the Tony Robbins organization, I dealt with a lot of back then stockbrokers, right, and insurance producers, and I learned the business literally from the ground up, over years of just modeling how successful people did things, and I created this expertise now that I've had for 25 years. But the reality is that because I want to help people, that if I was put in maybe a different part of New Jersey, for example, I would have been the expert in pharmaceutical sales, right? Or maybe I would have worked with chiropractors or CPAs or attorneys, right? I mean, depending on what happened, I could end up anywhere. But my core value is I wanted to help people. I always wanted to be in the personal development business since I was 16, 17 years old. I thought it was really cool, right, to get paid to help people. I thought that was really, it's either that or be a priest, right? And I decided this economically and other reasons I like doing what I do, right? But let me ask you, what got you here? Now, the reality is there's a lot of different potential factors, right? Maybe you want to make a lot of money. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you saw, Charlie Sheen in Wall Street, and you thought that'd be really cool to have the suspenders on and the power and, kind of have that kind of, excitement, right, if you will. Whatever it is for you, it got you here. But now let me ask you a question. When you woke up this morning, why are you still here? Is it because you want to help people? You want to make a lot of money? You want to add value? You have passion for investment, right, or for planning, which, by the way, is helping people. Let's get back to the core. Look, here's the reality. If everything that you do doesn't lead to helping another human being, and my philosophy, my belief has always been, a human being has their spiritual advisor, right? They have their physical advisor, i.e. doctor, right? And then they have their financial advisor. Because mind, body, spirit, budget, right? 3 things. And you've got to believe that you're at that level. And that's not a belief of arrogance. It's a belief of importance. Now, if your concept is you wake up every day, and believe me, there are a lot of people in the industry like this, unfortunately, who look at clients and prospects as a tool to make money, right? So in other words, it's what do I need to do to get my goals? What do I need to do to get my production goals? What do I need to do to hit my asset goals? What do I need to do to kind of, check my boxes? If that's the way you operate, you'll still make some money in this business. But here's the interesting part. The more you focus on making money in this business, the less money you make. Because you get all about you. How many referrals do I need, right? And for those who've been around me for a long time, you know this. Even when I talk about referrals and introductions, it's never about, hey, us building our businesses. It's who else can we serve? Who else can we help? Who else can we add value to, right? That's what's most important. And yet, I think a lot of times, again, and there's advisors that believe in abundance and advisors that believe in scarcity. And, I was talking to a client of mine literally yesterday, and this just kind of popped in my head. And, he's buying a business. He's going to buy a retiring advisor's book of business. Check this out. This advisor's been in the business for 25 or 30 years. A long time, right? Their revenue last year was right around $50,000 of gross GDC. an independent, right? You see, I have a tough time with the words, right? How do you hear, right? And I guarantee you, this is the person who is focused on making money. Because if you're focused on helping people, there's plenty of people to help, right? And it's just shocking to me. So the reason why I bring it up, because when I created my system, when I spent all this time putting this together for 2018, one of the things I want you to think about it now today, hey, while you're listening or watching me, A, why did you become a financial advisor, right? Which is the initial, right? And then B, why are you still here? Why are you still here? Why do you wake up every day? And do you wake up every day for you? Or do you wake up to help others? And help others also means helping your family, right? We're not just talking about, clients and being external. Hey, here's the thing. If you serve clients and prospects at the highest level and care deeply and add massive value and make it about them, I will tell you this. You never have to worry about you. But if you're only focused on you, you have a job. You make some money. But you'll never get to where you want to go. And maybe that's why you're frustrated. So I want you to give that some thought, right? And over the next several videos, and I think between now and the end of the year, quite frankly, we're going to spend a little time. I'll be sharing with you some different nuggets from my process to kind of get you thinking differently, right? To kind of start getting you to think differently. Because look, 2018 does not start January 1st for most of us. 2018 starts what you do in the next 2 months in preparation, in thinking, in making decisions. January is all about planning and execution, not about intent. All right? So I want you to think about what your intent is. I want you to have a great day, and I'll see you again real soon.